everybody, welcome. I nearly said welcome home, but indeed I'm hoping that this channel does feel a little like home. Anyway, guys, what a busy day. Dragonman and I only came home a little while ago. Going to town is tiring and tiresome, but mission accomplished. We did everything we set out to do. Anyway, so let's get into what I want to talk about today. Well, first and foremost, as many of you will know, I follow true crime on YouTube, and one of the cases I have religiously been following is that of Brian Coberger, who now, it seems, admitted guilt and took a plea deal. I'm 100% serious when I say I honestly thought he did not kill those 4 students in Moscow, Idaho, or then at the very least was involved but did not do it alone. The court case was to start sometime in August and overnight. And after, say about 3 years, I think, he caved and said, "Okay, you've got me, I did it. Lock me up for the rest of my life." Wasting the time of 2 judges, an entire legal team, and the team of the prosecution. That after he wanted to be sent from Pennsylvania to Moscow so he could clear himself. A man who for 3 years professed his innocence, involved in a case where there are as many gaps as possible proof. I nearly fell out of my bed when I saw that this morning. Well, I guess taking a plea deal is as good as admitting you did it, isn't it? Oh, well, then so be it. Rot in hell, Brian. I just hope he did not do this for other reasons, like maybe he's depressed or something. Oh, well, if he said he did it, then I guess he did, and whatever hell he finds himself in now is obviously well deserved. Okay, so talking about hell, Meghan and Harry seem to currently find themselves in a hell of their own making. I do not fully believe the rehab story, and I'll tell you why. Because Harry's pupils were like saucers at that Nexus appearance, and he barely made any sense. The thing is that we can think we know what is going on behind the scenes, but we don't really. Just because we hear it on Fox News or Dan Wootton or Neil Sean or whatever, it does not mean it is the truth. Judging by Harry's body language, his manner of speaking, and what he tried to say, he was either medicated or high, or he's losing his mind one bit at a time. Which one of the 3 it is, I do not know, and neither does anyone else except maybe his bodyguard and his wife. He honestly looked like a deer in the headlights, his eyes almost staring, although he wasn't staring, like he looked through people rather than at them. His hand movements were also very far removed from the Harry we know. Everything just seemed out of whack with him. Is he becoming Meghan Mach too? I don't know. It looks and sounds like it. It's called mirroring. Is he mirroring his wife lately? I do not know. I wish I had a degree in psychology, because the case of Harry and Meghan is certainly an interesting one. In his speech, he referred to having empathy for others, online nastiness and bullying, and eventually turning his narrative all the way back to Meghan and himself to a lesser extent, in saying things like Meghan was the most trolled person in 2018. No, she wasn't. although she said she was. But I think in 2018 and 19 it was likely a toss-up between J.K. Rowling, Pete Davidson, and Millie Bobby Brown. I think Meghan came in third or fourth after two of these people, and either in 2018 or 19 there was also Chrissy Teigen. But never mind, Harry slowly relapsed into the poor us narrative, which is basically what we now expect from them. If you take a look at some comments below the video of his Nexus speech, you will have to go far to find a positive remark. Here are just a few of the remarks I read. Okay, this is official. Harry does not regret anything he has done, said, or twerked. He has made his choice, and there will be no reconciliation with his family. He continues to play the victim card because it is the last card in his losing hand. Another wrote, Meghan, Meghan, Meghan. He is so obsessed with her. Can't he talk about something else? Like how she's charging 3 times the amount for her tea from the same manufacturer. Harry's always Meghan or his mom or bashing the royal family. It is getting old and tiresome. Another, it is important to have qualified and credible speakers with publicly demonstrated qualities of compassion, decency, respect, and expertise, and or training in the area they speak about. On this basis, Prince Harry is wholly unsuitable, and that is obvious to all. Yep. These comments and many, many, many more. The rumor is that Harry got paid $500,000 to $1 million to sit there, look like a joke, and spew drivel. It is ridiculous. Since when has the average intelligence of mankind dropped so drastically that people are still impressed by the word salad from the likes of Harry and Meghan? Seriously, I told a friend last week that I swear if things continue going this way, we'll all be sharing one brain cell soon. Anyway, I'm not exactly going along with the big hoo-ha about Meghan's products being made elsewhere. Honestly, guys, did people truly expect her and maybe a helper or two making all the jams, the biscuit mixes, teas, etc.? Say a couple of hundred of each. Honestly, would you have liked Meghan's feet pressing those grapes? No, no, no. I mean, I'm 100% sure Gwyneth Paltrow does not make everything on Goop herself. No, when you have something like that and are supplying a large number of people, you do have to outsource to others. Also, her advertising. We have a retail product here in South Africa called Koo, K-O-O, and they produce fruit desserts and jams, well, mainly. And their advertisements also show people walking in the orchard, sampling the fruit, etc. But those people are actors and have nothing to do with the making of the desserts and the jams. I think Meghan's mistake is because it's always her. Meghan reaching for an apricot, the only ripe one on a tree full of green apricots. Meghan at 43 swinging in a cutesy white dress with bubble sleeves. Megsy and Lily walking over a little bridge, the photograph being blurred so it looks all misty and romantic. It is just too much. It is over the top. It is totally 100% stereotypical, boring, and the image she wants to project does not suit her looks or Megan's personality. The pricing on her products are just ridiculous. You see, I do not know what Megan was thinking. You see, there's art and then there's mass production. The products Megan went with cannot be art because it is edible. You have to mass produce if you want to make a relatively big amount of money. Just a quick example. Let's say $15, 15 for a tin or box of, say, 15 tea bags is already more than you would pay at a supermarket. But because of the name on the tin, there will be people buying it. But how many need to sell before you will even just make, say, $1,000? If your production cost on that tin of tea is, say, $9 or $10, then you need to sell 200 tins or boxes to make $1,000. However, if something is art, it is designer, it is unique, bespoke, your production cost may even be $100, $200, or $300, but you are going to sell it for $1,000, $2,000, or $3,000. So you only have to sell one or two to make $1,000. And that was Megan's mistake. Megsy is not the hard worker she makes herself out to be. And this Stepford wife facade she's putting out is not working for her. You cannot be barefoot and pregnant in the kitchen one day, lounging bare-breasted and sexy on the casting couch the next day, and the day after you are Mother Teresa, barefoot and demure. No, it does not work. Megan wants to be an author, an actress, a princess, a duchess, a businesswoman, a politician, a humanitarian, a chef, a mother, a podcaster, a wife, and therefore she will never be a success. She is wearing too many hats, jack of all trades and master of none. I also see that Charles is now retiring the royal train as he seeks to modernize the monarchy. But my dear friends, we'll talk about and study royal finances tomorrow. The day has been long and I had a late start. So God willing, I'll see you all tomorrow. My video tomorrow will also be late as it is my daughter's birthday tomorrow. But I'll pop in and say hi if nothing else. So until then, please take good care of yourselves and stay safe. Bye.